are live, people. What's the word? It's your boy Mac.
It's your boy Don.
We back for another episode of the Mac and Don Show. What is number 42?
41.
It's 40-something episodes in. Shout out to all the first and last listeners, to all our mad friends.
Shout out Juice Man. Shout out Brennan.
Yeah, whatever you're doing out there.
Shout out Bailey. Shout out Coulter.
Shout out to all the people on their commute, you know.
I love you, Mom.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
All your mothers.
Or whatever Outkast said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're back for another episode, another week of antics. Hope everybody enjoys.
I'm Dirty Dan. And it's your boy Twinkle Toes.
Ooh, Twinkle Toes. I'll take that nickname. It's better than Tink Tink.
Hey.
Shout out our boy Tink Tink.
Tink Tink Tink.
And we back. How we feeling this week, Don? How we feeling?
You know, I'm really glad you asked that because I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
I'll do you one better, buddy. I'm doing great.
You gonna do me one better?
I'll do you one better.
I'll do you two better. I'm glad you're doing great.
It's like those memes where it's like, is when the two black dudes are hyping up each other.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm trying to get like you.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love that shit. I eat that shit up. I don't know about you, but like...
Oh, yeah, for sure, sure.
Sometimes I have like this older gentleman, Charles, come in, and he's like...
Shout out to all those old guys.
Shout out Charles, because he'll come in and be like, hey, man, I'm trying to be like you. And, you know, he's like, where my boy at? Where my boy?
And you're like, man, I'm not trying to be old.
You know what? I'm not a boy, I'm a man, all right?
Hey, that's what they all say.
I'm Dirty Dan. And this motherfucker.
All right, Don, I got some trivia for you, buddy.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
You're going to have to guess the movie. We're going to read the Wikipedia plot, and we got to see if Don can guess what movie it is.
It's a mad movie quiz.
Mad movie quiz, everybody.
Whoop.
This is personally one of my favorite movies, maybe of all time.
Okay, just to preface, we're only doing the plot from the Wikipedia page with no identifying information, and your boy has to guess what movie it is. Here we go.
All right. I don't know if I should do the long or the short. Should I do the long or the short? Let me do the
long. Do the long.
It's just harder to do the long.
I like it long dick style. You know
Let's see if you can guess the short, and if you can't guess the short, I'll do the long.
Okay.
All right. So two teenagers about to graduate from high school.
High School Musical.
No.
Fuck.
Two teenagers about to graduate from high school. Before graduating, the boys want to party and lose their virginity.
Super bad. Yep. I'm sorry. I should have let you keep going, but as soon as it just all clicked together.
Quite possibly the greatest comedy movie of all time.
I would argue that's it. So Judd Apatow did that movie, right?
Oh, for sure. I think it was maybe one of the first. No.
I think he might have done a few, but Judd Apatow, dude, funny as fuck. And Seth Rogen too, you know.
Freaks and Geeks, you know, he's got a long resume of funny stuff.
You seen Freaks and Geeks?
Oh, I watched that in 8th grade. Shout out Mr. Armstrong. If anyone went to Sproul, shout out Mr. Armstrong. We had a film class and we watched that literally. That was the class. We just watched Freaks and Geeks.
I love that
and then we wrote about it.
That show's dope.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
Had
to one you up.
You always, motherfucker. Hey, can't be doing that. Well, all right,
mine was a little too easy, but it was literally the first movie that popped in my head. Like I said, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Quite possibly one of the greatest movies of all time.
Greatest comedies?
Definitely comedies, but like even outside of comedy, like it's a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
It has a crazy ass plot. You know what I'm saying?
It's
hilarious.
Jonah Hill is super young in that, but he kills it.
Kills it.
So does
Michael Cera.
I love Michael Cera.
The dude that plays Fogel.
What's her name? Amelia Stone or
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
The two fucking cops, Bill Hader and that other dude.
Yes, Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Fucking everybody knows.
The whole fake ID shit.
Yeah.
Whenever
I can't think of it.
Whenever I McLovin. Whenever I have a couple coworkers whose names are Muhammad, and I'm like, that's the most common name in the world.
I thought Lee was the most common name in the world.
Oh, is that racist?
No, that's a fact.
Can facts be racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that sometimes things that are factual are true, and you know what I mean. Like,
fair enough. You got a point. I'm just saying, name me a funnier movie.
Honestly, that's a difficult task. I'm not even gonna tackle that.
Like, there's so many quotables, you know, the family jewels.
Yeah.
You know,
what do you think about the lack of diversity in that movie? Isn't that crazy?
Nothing but whites.
Nothing but whiteys.
I can still relate.
Hey, my man.
I still think it's hilarious.
My man.
Very funny.
He's really inclusive. He woke.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say?
Hey, nothing.
I feel like black comedies have their own lane, you know?
Right, like white chicks.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you couldn't do white chicks in reverse. Like, you couldn't have a bunch of white dudes dressing as black girls and then being like
stereotypical.
A really stereotypical.
Yo,
like,
that would not fly, but I would love to see it.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see it like a Robert Downey Jr. Like he's like, what do you mean, you people?
That would actually be kind of funny.
Tropic Thunder, another good comedy.
If we're gonna talk about other comedies, objectively pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty fucking funny.
So,
all right, lay it on me, buddy.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing.
I gave you a softball.
Yeah, that was a nice, easy one right down the middle of the plate, and I'm not gonna lie, hit that one out of the park. All right, here we go. Here we go now. Ready? All right.
Don't make fun of me if I don't get it.
Oh, trust me. In 1999, a pregnant woman in a wedding dress gets shot in the head.
What?
Having survived the attack...
Oh, Kill Bill. At first, I was like, what?
I know. I was trying to cruise. You see how fast I was trying to do it? And I skipped a bunch of shit.
Okay, I had to be like, whoa, wait. Yeah, and then I'm like, no, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, though, right? That's a crazy fucking premise.
Yeah. Who thinks of that, though? Who thought of that?
Fucking Tarantino and what's her name? Uma Thurman.
And you know a lot of his inspiration.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I think Uma Thurman might have given me my first boner at being Poison Ivy when I was like 4.
Not gonna lie. You ain't even lying. She's like that. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And if you hate on that Batman movie, you just a hater, all right?
Yeah, you know, some things are like kind of corny, but you grew up with them, so it's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, many things.
Like that movie for sure.
I'm trying to think of another thing that's like specifically in that lane of like corny but also pretty good.
Maybe like fucking I feel like a majority of the things we used to watch as kids, you
right?
know?
Yeah, a lot of the nostalgia doesn't hold up on a lot of the things that we watch. Right. Except for Teen Titans. I watched Teen Titans again recently.
So fucking good.
Fire.
Especially with those episodes with Slade.
Yeah.
Fire as fuck.
Fire. But all those
like way too deep for
a child.
A child to understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even Samurai Jack.
And now you're like, yo, you rewatch it.
Right, you're right. Like, this was for kids.
He's having some like life changing values going on right now. Like, there's some character development in this.
You goddamn right.
I was gonna do Friday for my movie, but the opening line is Craig and Smokey or something like that.
Motherfucker gets fired on his day off.
Yeah, and I'm just like, maybe that's what we should do. Is you get one sentence, like a motherfucker gets fired on his day off, and then you have to guess the movie.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Like one-liners.
Yeah, like I could probably do one off the top of my head. Like,
right. Shoot for it.
This ain't a bike, baby. This is a chopper.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Let me think.
Is it Die Hard? No.
Now that's a tasty burger.
Oh, Good Burger.
No,
not the one.
You want to give me another one?
Okay, sure.
Damn, I really thought I was gonna get you with a couple of those. What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
Okay. He look like a bitch to you?
Say what again? Say what one more time? He's black. he's like
Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah. He said, now that's a tasty burger.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. God damn it. Fucking Pulp Fiction. Ew, that's a fucking crazy movie, too. Who the fuck thinks about that shit?
So I was going to say that a minute ago. I think a lot of the stuff he gets inspiration for was from karate movies and then old westerns. He's a big fan of both of those.
Yeah, okay. I can definitely see both of those.
Kill Bill, huge.
I can see that.
Kill Bill was actually originally a karate movie actor.
Wait, let's have a chat about Pulp Fiction, though. What's really the fucking plot in this thing?
Well, it's broken up.
I know, but I feel like it's like just kind of like a. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a collection of different stories that like loosely are together.
I think I'm gonna solve this riddle for you right now. It's the journey, not the destination.
It's like I get it. Right. It's like everything's all broken up, like this.
But it's that, blah, blah, it's blah. Not the destination, because by the end of the movie, you're not like, oh, we came to a conclusion. Like, it's not the rising action and then the falling action and then the conclusion. Like, you don't come to a conclusion. The whole journey is the ride.
Do you have a lighter?
We're not even high yet, folks.
Yeah.
And can I pop yours? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
But, so we're going to spark up and drink up.
But the lighter's really important, though.
I have a lighter.
Oh, okay. You didn't. I thought you were just like, no.
You're like, no. You're like, no. We're smoking right now. You're like, fuck the bullshit. Get that beer out of my face. I might have to run inside. I got some beer salt in there.
Oh, yeah. Do your thing.
You want some?
I'm not particular about beer salt, really.
You want some, though?
Sure.
If I go get it?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I'll have to hold it down for a second.
Yeah.
Wait, but when you come back,
Tarantino's movies, starting from the first one, and go.
Wait, list them all? Okay, first one was Reservoir Dogs, and then second one, oh, fuck, I don't know. That was in 94. I don't know what the second one was, but then oh, wait, no. I'm probably fucking
You missed Hateful Eight. All right.
Okay, that was pretty quick, but we really got to talk about Pulp Fiction.
So that's what I'm saying is like, can you take a sip out of that and I'll pour some salt in there? It's not really about anything. It doesn't have well, if you really want to get technical, what it's really about is the case that has the gold in it or whatever is glowing. But even that, Quentin Tarantino left up to interpretation for the viewer because there's nothing in the box. He just wanted everybody to.
I know, I get it, but I feel like that movie lacks plot, just personally.
The whole thing is plot. The whole movie is just plot, but
I feel like it's like
this plot and this plot, beginning and end, and then he just switched them like that. And then you're taking it as like this curveball, but in reality, he just did something kind of basic. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it was a curveball. It's more so like, okay, here's a story about the two dudes going to kill the white people for Marcellus Wallace.
Right.
Boom. That's one thing. And then.
But it all ties together.
Yeah,
right?
It all does tie together. But then the next scene is old dude on the date with old dude's wife. Not really on a date, but he asked him to take out his wife. Which, who does that? Is that a thing? I don't think that's actually a thing in real life. Is that like something that happened before our time?
Well, you and I aren't mob bosses or anything like that.
Allegedly.
So we don't. You ain't lying. So we don't know what it's like to be in a position of power where you can't constantly please your girlfriend/wife. And I think that's what's going on. Is he is.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
I got erectile dysfunction.
Better grab a Blue Chew.
But true. Sponsor us. Yeah, I think that he just doesn't have the time to entertain a relationship, and so he, instead of taking his wife on a date himself for like a nice dinner, he's like has one of his goons or one of his guys like take my wife out to a nice dinner because that's what she wants to do, you know, because he's too busy. He got shit to do.
Weird to you?
I think he's too busy. You know what I mean? I feel like he got a lot of shit to do, and he's in his bag, and he's a hustler.
Yeah, if I got a lot of shit to do, you better sit your ass at home until I get there. You know what I'm saying?
So she can't have no fun?
Not with another dude.
Supervised fun. That's your right hand man. Like what if I did that for you? What if you're like, yo, Don, like
Don, I wouldn't ask you to do that. I'm gonna be straight up.
Let's say hypothetically you're Don. You know what I mean? You're not Don, but a Don. You know what I mean? You're like got shit to do.
I get what you're saying.
You're in another fucking state. You got and your girl's like, why don't you ever take me out to dinner?
Don't she got like girlfriends or something?
You want her to go out alone with her girlfriends where they act up? Or do you want me to supervise and make sure no shit happens and I'll report back to you because you could trust me? Or you want to go with her hoe friends and then have some hoe shit happen with the hoes? Where the titties and the bitches at, Mac?
The whole thing.
Where the titties
weird.
and the bitches?
The whole thing seems weird. And even him during the thing, he was like, "Oh yeah, he just weren't they talking about how he just off the dude for rubbing his wife's feet." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I feel like it's like a test. It's like a test. No, I feel like it's like a test.
Right. It's a test for your homie and your girl.
Mostly for the homie though.
It's for both.
Like the girl's in on it.
No. I bet it's a test for both. It's to see if your girl is loyal and to see if your homie's loyal. It's all about loyalty.
I feel like I would test my homie before I would test my girl because I might get my heart broke.
Do it at the same time. Don't test a girl. Don't test a girl.
I wouldn't even want to test her.
Yeah, actually.
Why would I even want to find out? Why would
actually, that's some girl shit because a girl will put a man through a test, but if a man put a girl through a test, he's single in the next week, all right?
Right. I'm just saying the whole situation seems right. Okay. But then you got the next situation with the boxer that is supposed to throw the fight for the mob, but then he doesn't, and then he runs away with his foreign girlfriend. Right. And then the part with the watch and the ass, which follows up with the dude because he left the watch at the place when they had to escape.
Right.
It just feels like they're all like loose, and then they all like get connected.
Butch was throwing the fight for Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah.
And so that's why when he went back to the apartment, what's his name was there and gets shot.
Yeah, I get that how they all come together, but I just feel like it's just like this crazy thing happens, this crazy thing happens, this crazy thing happens.
But it all ties to Marcellus Wallace, though, in reality, right?
Were the two robbers working for Marcellus Wallace in the first and last scene? Or are they just they're just two random people that happen to interact with the people out there.
With Marcellus Wallace's goons, Jules and whatever. Jules and I can't remember his name either,
but yeah.
In reality, it's about Marcellus Wallace.
Okay, I get it. I get it, but it's just like...
Or maybe Samuel L. Jackson's the main character. I don't know.
My point is, it's like... to me, sometimes it feels like it's like all show, you know?
Like theatrics?
Yeah.
But it's a movie.
Right.
You're saying a movie is all show? It's like, yes.
But it's like there's no there's no substance to the movie. It's all just like this crazy thing. I love it.
Right.
For sure. It's like probably one of my favorite movies for sure. But
are you saying there's lack of structure? Is that what you're saying? Because like there's a normal structure of beginning, middle, and end, and this movie doesn't have a beginning, middle, and end per se.
No, that's what's cool about it. Like it would be boring if it was beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
Like the way it's sequenced and like how everything like goes together. Like that's the cool part of the movie. But I'm just saying like it lacks like sustenance, like actual like I don't know, what's the theme here?
Right. So that's what's lacking is theme.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what you meant to say is because that feels right. That feels like the right word is like there is no theme.
Yeah, it's just like different vignettes of crazy shit happening, and you're like, oh shit, this is dope, this is cool.
It just has like a flavor. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like a specific flavor, and then like everything else just like is up for
right. Almost like it's like laying on like the shock value and the dialogue and the gore and the crazy shit happening, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just my small critique. I mean, it's obviously one of the greatest movies of all time. But.
Yeah, like we're just analyzing an amazing movie. You know what I mean?
For sure, brother.
But yeah, fucking Pulp Fiction and Quentin Tarantino. I feel like almost every pod is like our obligation to bring up Quentin Tarantino. I don't know what it is.
I like that guy.
I like him too, even though he says the N-word a lot.
Yeah. I mean, so does Louis C.K. though. I think they were talking about that on Brilliant Idiots. They were like, I don't know. Some people just rely on the shock value.
Like Louis doesn't rely on shock value. I feel like.
No, but like, listen to the clip. I don't know.
Okay.
He was just saying like he was saying comics like he was basically saying like in the 90s comics were less like accessible. So like if you ever saw him on TV or like doing a special or something like that, like they had to shock you and
right.
Like,
it had to be impactful.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because today, it's so weird the things that change over time. Like today, it's not like that at all because you used to have to get on like Jimmy Kimmel or like one of those fucking late night shows to have made it. You know what I mean? Like you made it if you made it on that show. And then you get like a special or whatever. But now it's like the game is changing. Like we're watching the game change before our very eyes.
Did you watch that Netflix documentary about that hitchhiker dude that's like...
I wanted to, but I watched the Bernie Madoff one instead. Did you watch the Bernie Madoff
let's talk
one?
About that.
You watched it?
I surely did.
I watched that instead of the hitchhiker one because I was a little bit more interested in like what happened.
I fucked around and watched both.
Yeah, I need to still watch. I'm slacking, but I've been watching The Last of Us on HBO, which is pretty fire.
Oh, I've been watching that too.
Okay, but let's The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay,
but let's talk about Madoff. Let's talk about Madoff. What are your thoughts? My initial thoughts after watching the whole thing is the SEC is some dumbasses. They could have caught his ass so many different times, and they were just like
the first time.
Yeah, the first time. The first fucking time.
With the Excel spreadsheet that he gave them.
Right, and then he just had his dude cook up all the sheets, and it was just like, I think you're good.
Like Bernie Madoff.
Like, is it that easy?
It's because he had a reputation. You know what I mean?
I know, but come on. This is supposed to be like the top of the top. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the FBI of fucking financial crimes.
Yeah.
And you're just like, come on, buddy. And then the last time in like 2001 where he was like, you know what? You can go ahead and look yourself.
Right.
And they were just like, yeah, we won't look. You're good.
Right.
Like, come on now. They had so many times to catch this dude, and he was literally doing it since the 60s.
Like, a long time.
A long fucking time, bro.
And he wasn't doing any he wasn't doing any trading.
Any investing at all. He was just taking it and being like, I can buy whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
Like,
and then he's like, I'm going to give it to
on.
this guy and make him think that I just did an investment or whatever.
Right. Like, as long as he could just keep the charade up, like, it was only, like, if the shit hadn't hit the fan in 2008, like, he might have still been catching this shit up to this day.
Right. And the crazy thing about it is, like, A, the amount of money funneled into these accounts, and then B...
Dog, it was didn't they say it was, like, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world?
Yeah, it was, like, it started out at, like, $444 million or something like that.
And it started to, like, go, like, upwards of $5 billion or some crazy shit like that. Mm-hmm. They were talking about, like, it was one of the biggest hedge funds, like, in America or in the whole world, like, and it was all a sham.
The crazy thing is like with the 444 million, I think this is like in the 90s, like he lost all of that money, and then he had to ask 3 people who had money to like pay it off, and so they gave him like a total sum of $444 million,
right? And
he paid out each person, and they didn't even fucking want his money because they thought he was so good at trading that they're like, you don't have to pay me back. Like, I want you to continue to invest my money so I can see a return. And so I
don't know if it was don't pay me back. It was reinvest the funds. Like, we don't need the
right, but like I don't need my money back. Now. I trust you to take care of it for me, and not like because you as an individual can invest your money anywhere
for sure.
But to be like Bernie's the guy, Bernie's the man I'm gonna stick with, and like pretty much everybody did that. Like with their life savings.
Right. Imagine you're just a regular ass dude and you've just been putting your money into this fund like every fucking month, just like they fucking
your
tell
life
you
savings.
To do. Just like they fucking tell you to do. Just put in S&P 500, blah, 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 blah. X amount of years you'll be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
And you just blind trust, like.
Right. Like, dog. A lot of people got fucked. And then they had to fucking pay it back. You know they had to pay back the money that he fucking finessed? Just regular ass people. They had to pay it back. That shit's crazy.
What do you even do?
Imagine you got to sell your house because all your fucking life savings just went down the drain.
Imagine
and you got to fucking pay the government back.
Imagine owing $1 billion like Alex Jones.
Now that's crazy.
Like,
okay, I think that was like $500 million. I think it was $500 million he owed to the families.
But still, bro.
That's different though.
And he has like a traumatic.
different.
He has like a traumatic brain injury. So like they're like
Who?
Alex Jones.
Seriously?
He had a traumatic brain injury, which
It's like that. It's like that clip where he's on Joe Rogan. He's like, "All right, I'm a little bit retarded."
exactly because he is. He was dumped on his head when he was in high school by another kid on the concrete.
Yeah, doesn't Joe Rogan always say like people hit their heads and then they become
They're
like,
never the same.
yeah, they either become super crazy or like geniuses.
Yeah. I mean, either dumb or smart. Like, you could win the lottery and hit your head, or like win the lottery by hitting your head and then becoming smart, or you could be the total opposite where you hit your head lightly, like maybe you barely bump the back of your head and lights out for you, buddy, forever.
Yeah. But like, there's a whole bunch of instances like that. I think like Roseanne Barr too. Like she got into some type of car crash when she was 15, and then like had to relearn how to like read and speak and stuff. And then like she comes back and is this like hilarious comic.
Right.
And then there's another.
The only way a female comedian can be funny is a car accident. I thought you were about to shoot that. I thought you were about to.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Close enough.
I was going for the gotcha, bitch.
Which one's that? We need to memorize the color. What's the color?
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Here comes the money.
Oh God, not again.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
What is it? Gotcha, bitch. Okay, it's right next to the red one. It's the orange one.
Okay.
Gotcha, bitch.
Orange is Dave.
There we go. We need
make
more.
a mental note of
we
that.
need more of those from Chappelle Show. Like we need the one where the dude is like, "Hey, yo, wrap it up."
Hey, yo, wrap it up, and then modern problems require modern solutions.
I think Dave Chappelle might be one of the only comedians that can do whiteface, and it be okay. What do you think? Because whiteface is like pretty iconic and hilarious.
You don't think it's also tacky?
No,
Because nobody does it.
I feel like they do it like on SNL and shit.
Like, why would Chris Rock not do something like that? You know what I mean?
He'll get slapped.
Why would Eddie Murphy not do something like that? Or Richard Pryor? Or Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal. I think that's funny.
He's one of the best comics. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah, he's got this one joke where he's like, yeah, dudes will just debate anything, and he was like, he was like, yeah, two dudes will start talking, and they'll be like, "Would you fuck a bitch with no ass?" and then he'll be like, let me think about that.
debate anything,
Like
and then
we will really. What am I trying to say? Philosophize over dumb shit, like
literally
the stupidest
anything.
thing ever.
And like that Family Guy clip you sent me, where it was like, "Would you rather this or this?" And then it was
would you rather be Hitler before the war or something like that, or something different?
no, it was like, yeah, it was something like that, where it was like
Hitler right before he killed himself, or
should I pull it up? No,
it might be hard to find. That's the only thing.
it was on Instagram, wasn't it?
Yeah, but,
It's in our DMs.
that
That might be a good would you rather though.
that would.
Let me do it. Let me do it for the one time.
I actually think I screen recorded that. Actually,
yeah.
sent it to you.
So we could do it on the pod.
Okay, fair enough.
Because yeah, I think that was a good one too. We're just gonna steal it. All right, don't judge.
Okay, what do you think is funnier, like Family Guy or South Park?
What year?
Overall.
Fuck.
I might say
That's a good fucking question.
I might say I have harder laughs at South Park.
I would say South Park too. Not because your answer influenced my answer, but because I was trying to find an argument for Family Guy, and I don't have as strong as an argument for Family Guy. Because South Park has been through some eras where like they'll do certain things, like for example,
It's more so like episodic a little bit. Like with Integrity Farms and
episodic, and then they did the superheroes. Do you remember the superheroes when Cartman was Raccoon?
the Coon.
Yeah, the Coon.
Yes, of course.
And
And I feel like they have more classic characters, like Towley.
Right.
And,
Yeah, and
Butters.
Hanky the Christmas poo.
Yeah. Want to get a little high?
Token. Who's literally
The token.
the token.
Love it.
Like,
Hilarious.
like that's genius.
It is genius.
Man, I might have to ditch this.
I'm telling you, brother. I screen recorded it and sent it to you in a text.
I thought it was Instagram for some reason.
I think I saw it on like Facebook or something. I tried to tag you and I was like, oh man, this is so funny. I gotta send it to him somehow.
I'm glad I'm not like a Jamie or anything because I would suck ass as a Jamie.
What would your 3 wishes be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And it can't be more wishes, obviously. And it can't be some. What is the other stipulation they say in Aladdin? Oh, you can't wish for true love.
And then can't bring people back from the dead.
Ah, man, that actually kind of sucks. Why not? They would be like the undead version?
Right.
What if I wished for like someone to come haunt me so I could feel their presence?
I think you'd just be a weirdo.
Fair enough. All right.
You want somebody to haunt you?
Not really haunt me, but like, just send me the ghost version.
The ghost version?
Hitler, can I change single? Would you rather be a hobo with a 5% chance of getting inherited by a rich guy, or be Hitler 2 years before the end of World War II? Because you know you're going to have to shoot yourself, but you still got 2 more years as Hitler. If you're the hobo,
Okay.
All right.
Good premise.
Wait.
Dude, the hobo one is hilarious to me.
Wait.
It's a 5% chance you'll get inherited by a rich person or picked up by a rich person.
Does it say when? No. Like there's a 5% chance within 5 years?
I think right now. Oh, man. Today.
Or would I rather be Hitler 2 years before the war? Oh, man. I already kind of got a lot of blood on my hands at that point, right? Like there's no going back.
And what did it even do but besides sit behind a map and point at places? And do speeches. Like he wasn't out on the front lines like killing these Jews. He was just telling other people to do it.
That might be worse.
It is. I'm not. Hey. First of all, didn't say it wasn't bad. Didn't say it wasn't a bad thing. All right. I'm just saying he probably sat in an office all day and was like, "Yeah, I want you guys to go over here. I want you guys to go over there."
Yeah, I guess he was like that dude though. Like that was his prime,
Right, but what is he doing?
He was like that was like his MVP year,
Exactly, but at least LeBron's on the court. Like Hitler's not even on the court. Hitler's.
You're saying he was like GM of the year or whatever?
Yeah, like.
Oh, jeez. I think I might have to be the hobo. I don't know if I can live with myself if I was Hitler,
That's what I'm saying is like you're sitting in an office with a bunch of little, like a map and a bunch of little pieces and you're like.
And yeah, he was probably like really stressed,
All day. All day because.
I'll be the hobo. I'll be the hobo.
Yeah, because you have a 5% chance. That's pretty good. And if not, you're making at least $100 to $200 a day.
Yeah, I'll find a way.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I just wouldn't want to be Hitler. Like I wouldn't want to be that guy, Let's skip this.
I have a point.
No, you don't. Let's skip this.
You don't like my point?
Not at all. Let's skip it. Let's.
Come on, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I thought this was a little place called America, okay? I thought I had the freedom of speech, okay? What happened to the US of A?
I mean, you can say whatever you want, but there's still consequences.
Okay. What's the consequence?
All right. Let's switch topics.
What's the consequences of these things?
How did we even get here? Oh, yeah.
South Park and Family Guy.
No. Because you're looking for the clip. Okay. All right. You didn't tell me the 3 genie wishes.
You're right. First one, wish for more genies.
Oh, wait. That's not a thing.
Why not?
Isn't that the rule?
Why not? You said not for more wishes. You didn't. Hey, do a replay. Was that? Did he say?
That's true, but that wouldn't really benefit you.
Why not? Each comes with 3 wishes.
But they're not your genie.
Yeah, they are.
No, they go in different things and someone else has got to rub it out.
All different lamps, and then I'll rub them.
You're just gonna go on a conquest for lamps? You just wish for more genies? Like how many more?
As many as I need.
You gotta wish for 7 billion genies so everyone has one.
one wish? No,
No,
because
everyone gets one genie and everyone gets 3 wishes.
no, I don't. I can't have anybody else do any wishes.
Then why are you wishing for more genies? There's no guarantee.
They're all for me.
There's no guarantee they'll be for you.
I want all the. I wish for more
You out
genies.
here putting stipulations on your wish and shit.
Hey, this is a loophole. You're just mad that I figured out this loophole. All these lamps would appear in front of me, and then I would rub them immediately.
I'm just saying, if I was that genie, I would just make more genies, and there would just be a bigger genie population, and then we would have like a genie conference one day and shit.
Because what if Osama bin Laden got a genie?
And then we would just unionize and become like a genie union. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we would be throwing down the rules, like, hey, we only got one genie per person.
But that's what I'm saying is like, what if the 7 billionth person who does their wish is Osama bin Laden?
That's gonna have some crazy consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have to grant these wishes, it's gonna have some crazy consequences. That's why I'm saying, like, why would you wish for more genies? There's no guarantee they'll all be for you.
Okay, genie. Then my first wish.
I'm just saying, you're gonna out here be making a union of genies, and there's no telling how that'll end up. I think that's the whole point of a genie is there's no telling, like, you know, how it'll end up.
Okay, fine. My first wish is to have a pocket that has like endless something. I would have to think about it a little bit. But it would probably be like a whatchamacallit or like
money for sure. Like if you just have a pocket of endless money.
okay. That's a good answer.
That would just like solve like.
But I was thinking food.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking food.
I would buy a lot of food with that unlimited money.
Right.
And then you could sell the food that you don't eat.
Maybe
make unlimited money too.
Right. Maybe one pocket food and one pocket money.
That's 2 wishes though. That's
right.
2 wishes. For sure.
I'll take it. I'll take it because I got 2 pockets.
How big are these pockets? You might have a whole world.
Endless.
You might have a whole world in them pockets.
Endless.
You might become like a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm in my bag. You know what I mean? I'm a hustler. All right.
no,
So-
you know, but you know what I'm saying? Like that might be another dimension in them pockets. Like once you make this wish, that might be like one of those unforeseen.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
But like, why would a genie have have an issue and try to get at me just for something like that? You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it would be an issue. I'm just thinking.
I feel like a genie would try to think of like some way to shit me out of the deal. You know what I mean? But I feel like my wish is kind of foolproof. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do?
I agree. I'm just saying, like within them pockets, that's
What's in there? You know what I mean?
That's a whole another world.
What's in there?
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Could be anything.
It could be a man eating your ass in there. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Or some tiggle bitties. You know what I mean? You might reach in there and grab a big old tiggle bitty.
A nice handful, you know.
You know, maybe not all genies are mean, right? Or are they all just assholes? Because they do asshole things, you know?
Really? I feel like the genie in Aladdin was like pretty nice. That was
well,
a great guy.
okay, because
That's like what I'm
Disney always
basing that off of here, you know?
Disney always gaze it up a little bit, and
Oh no, they hate the gays.
okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. Different terminology. They fluff it up a little bit, and like Cinderella. The stepsisters get their eyes pecked out by ravens in the original story, but they didn't have their eyes pecked out in the Disney story.
Man, it's for kids.
Exactly. So do the same point towards your Aladdin movie, and bada bing, you got a genie who's not an asshole. But in reality,
Hey, Jasmine was kind of a bad bitch, though, right?
hey, I like how this is the second female since we started the pod where you're like, that bitch gave me a boner.
I swear it was Jasmine from Aladdin and goddamn Poison Ivy and
Jasmine's probably the prettiest.
And Letty from goddamn Fast and Furious.
Who's the prettiest Disney princess?
Now we get into some like hentai type shit. Like
Who's the baddest Disney princess?
I gotta see like the live action version. Like
No. No live action.
Or what's that green bitch from Kim Possible?
We talking Disney. You talking fucking Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, whatever the fuck, Disney.
I think Kim Possible is Disney.
Okay,
I'm just
maybe,
saying
yeah.
she was a bad bitch too.
She's not a princess though.
Agreed. It might be. You might be right. It might be Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm like, who's badder than Jasmine? To be honest.
Little Mermaid's kind of bad too.
Yeah, but she got a fish bottom half. What you gonna do with a bottom half of a fish?
Oh come on! Half the movie she had legs.
Not for you.
Yeah, I bet she was fishy down there.
I bet she was fishy, and she's like a child.
But they didn't-
She's like a child mentality.
Come on.
Not her age.
Come on.
Not her age. But she lives under the sea. Like she's never she's not educated. She thinks forks are called who's it's what's it's.
Oh, come on. If we went under the sea, they'd be like, oh, look at this dumbass. Don't even know how to swim.
At least
Ain't
I would
got
know.
no gills and shit?
At least I would know what a fork is.
I'm just saying.
At least I would know
they could
what a
say the same thing about
motherfucking
us.
fork is.
They would say the same thing about us if the roles were reversed.
I know what a fucking seashell is.
Like, what if it was like fuck. What if it was the opposite, where it was a dude and he went into the ocean into the mermaid kingdom and tried to fit in.
And then he
Like his one wish, he was like, man, I wish I was a merman.
like mermen are dope as fuck, and he's like, I want to be one.
Yeah. And like, you know how in Little Mermaid she was like that. She had that song. And she was like, I just want to be a human and have legs. Like this dude is like singing about how he just wants to be in the ocean and shit.
Man, I can't tell you how
It's
much
like-
I would hate
it's like-
hate to see that musical number.
Oh, me too, bro. But it'll be like that one movie, The 13th Year. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yes.
where he's a teenager and he's on the
Yeah.
swim team.
Yeah.
And every time he gets in the water, he turns into a mermaid, and he's on the ceiling because he gets
It'll be just like that. It'll be like that, but like a little bit different.
But the question is, do I want to be a fucking merman? Like that sounds lame.
It does a little bit, but I'm just saying. Imagine this was a movie.
I feel like having legs just makes me better. You know what I mean? I know.
What if we were like amphibians and we could just survive in whatever? That would be an advantage, right? Because of global warming and shit. In case like everything comes underwater, we could
go to the bottom of the ocean.
Adapt and shit.
We could go to the bottom of the ocean, and it wouldn't have any effect on us because
Like,
we're at the bottom
imagine-
of the ocean.
Like imagine like your whole life like there was just always water up to like your knees and shit. I bet you would adapt a little bit, right?
Over many generations, it would take like
For sure.
millions of
But
years.
you know what I'm saying.
Right. Over time, yeah. It's weird how life works like that we could just adapt.
Right, but wouldn't we like
does that
become amphibians?
Yeah. I mean, eventually we would become aquatic, fully aquatic.
Right.
We would leave our.
That's like almost inevitable, right?
Yes, but think about global warming. The globe is warming up. The water's going to get hotter and hotter until it boils.
Oh, what the fuck? Don't say that, bro.
Well, just think about it. If we're thinking
no
about
way.
it
There's no
honest,
way.
brother, there used to be volcanoes on this on this planet.
Shit,
It was
got a
just
point.
all volcanoes at one point, and there were no oceans. But because H2O, hydrogen, and 2 oxygen combine and they create moisture, which turns into rain, it rained into oceans all over the world because of the amount of water. And so eventually it settled after the temperature settled. And the water would we would be at the bottom and it would take a really long time, but eventually the water would just evaporate. No way.
There's some fuckery afoot.
No.
Okay.
This
You can't say that.
we can mute it.
Oh my god. Donovan.
Here's a direct quote, okay?
God.
I'll put the
Nah, they're gonna your ass.
I'll put the works cited in.
In your ass.
Not if we cut it out. Or I cut it out, whatever.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But you knew exactly what I was talking about when I said it.
I know, but why would you say that?
Because did you not think of that scene when you said that?
No, I was thinking about something else.
What you meant to
damn
say is I'm hilarious.
All right. Switch.
Again? Fuck.
All right, where were we at? Underwater. We would change over a millennium.
Water boiling.
Water boiling. That brings us to The Last of Us. Did you play the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I never did.
I played it.
When it was coming on HBO, I was like, this sounds so familiar. Like, this is based off something. Like,
Let me clarify. I played it vicariously through another person.
Like, you watched it on a stream or some shit?
I was in the room while somebody else played it.
Heard. It's like that one video game that me, you, and Chance used to play. It was like,
Oh, dude.
what's the name of that
I
shit?
just saw somebody shitting on that game. Somebody gave that game a bad review. And in my head, I was like, fuck you. I was like, that game is a fire. Me, Chance, and Mac used to play the fuck out of that game.
What was that, like,
And it was
8th grade or
scary
something?
as fuck. It is so, like, fucked up. It's fucked up.
I remember at the time definitely being like, what the fuck?
It's late at night. It's dark.
I don't even think we were high.
Not stoned. You had wrestling practice to go to, like, in the morning. You know what I mean? And we're staying up all night long
Memories.
playing the scariest fucking... Literally, I played a few games that are pretty scary, but The Evil Within... fucking frightening.
Simpler time in life, right? You know?
I wish we could go back.
Right?
Dude, wouldn't it be cool if time machines worked?
The only problem you had was, man, I got all these video games to play, but
I don't know what to
wrestling
play.
practice.
Yeah, I don't even know what to play until I have to go do wrestling. What was I gonna say? Fucking, wouldn't it be dope if you had a time machine that let you go back in time, but as yourself? Like, not old Mac and Don go back, but like we go back and we're fucking 12 again, but we have the knowledge that we have now.
No, yo, what I wish is that you could go back in time, but like just
That'd be my first wish.
But just with, oh yeah, for sure.
First
for
wish.
Sure. Oh yeah, most definitely. That'd be dope. But just like watch it like a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to ever just like watch your life like a movie. Like, oh yeah, I remember that shit.
I feel like if you were in it, you would be able to just be like, I remember this. Like, I remember this happening.
But like,
right
watch
now.
it like in third person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that too. That would be nice.
Like we're the camera right now. We're
Yeah.
just watching this pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're just like.
Or like, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's like almost like how my memory is.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever
That's why I feel like it would be cooler to actually just like go through it and like me and you are on the same page where it's like we've got like 10 years of knowledge on these motherfuckers. Like we were at one point like in our 20s and now we're like back in middle school and now we do like middle school math all day and then we work on like the pod outside of school or something, you know what I mean?
Right. But like not even to change like anything or like I just feel like I just want to relive like life.
Yeah. Fair enough. Because if you change something, then it would never do the same.
Like what if there was like literally a simulation where you could do that and they like marketed it to like
People would never leave.
60-year-olds and shit.
People would never leave. You would die in there.
Oh, isn't that movie with Hugh Jackman? What's the name of it? It's like I think it's based off a book or something.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I think that's basically the premise. Like, and he's in Miami, and it's like a futuristic one, and it's kind of just like what I was saying, like where half of Florida is like underwater, so like people gotta like get to places like built from building to building on boats and shit, and then like this dude.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen this movie. I don't think.
Yeah, this dude literally gets addicted to going back in his memories and reliving like times with his wife and shit because I guess she died. And,
like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah,
It'd be like a Black Mirror episode.
Exactly. Like there's a whole movie based
It's
on
horrible.
this for sure.
It's horrifying to think about shit like that.
Right.
Because there
it kinda
is a
be
Black
like
Mirror.
That Saint Tropez movie, the one with the lesbians.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah.
say that. It was coming out of my mouth, and he stole the words straight from my esophagus.
No, it's like we're on the same like telepathic wavelength.
Maybe we're just both plugged into the. Maybe
It's like some hive mind type shit.
maybe right now we're plugged into a machine replaying our memories.
Okay, let's not go that far.
Why, are you scared?
Damn it, what was I saying?
Mac and Don just like laying on a table, and we both got like a headset on that's just like playing it back from zero.
Right. Wouldn't that be crazy though? I bet you they like if there was a simulation like that and they marketed it to like super old people, they could where they'd be like,
You could like
just relive your life just like through a simulation. You could just watch it like a movie.
you could be young again.
You just like gotta download your memories or whatever to this chip, and then you could just like plug
You could
it in
feel
at any
young.
time.
You could jump higher and feel. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Run.
Imagine you 80, and then you just imagine it like all the bitches you fucked.
That's what heaven is, isn't it?
That's what those 70 virgins are.
That's the real 70 virgins.
Yeah, people might get stuck in there. Honestly,
People would die in there. People would literally.
that's definitely a movie though. Someone's thought of this. Like,
Imagine-
wholeheartedly.
Imagine you're in hospice and you're getting ready to die anyways, and so you just plug into a VR that allows you to be.
I feel like
you.
that's kind of what dementia is.
Yeah.
So my grandma used to be like calling me her brother's name and shit, and I was like, "That's not me."
Right. It's because we all deteriorate over time. We all have like an expiration date. You know what I mean?
Right, but sometimes like she'd just be in a daze and like it'd be like almost like she was remembering something or something like that. You know? What I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like you get caught up in your memories. Like you just remember what sticks. I feel like.
Yeah,
You know
fair
what I mean? Because I know somebody whose husband passed away, and she said that her husband like used to always talk about the good old days. Like when he like shit he could remember. He's like, oh, I remember when, and I remember, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think,
right before he went, like he was just constantly like, I remember,
Yeah.
you know.
there's a saying where they say, "Remember when conversations are the lowest form of." Wait, no, yeah,
Comedy?
lowest form of conversation.
Conversation.
Yeah,
Remember when? I feel like weather related conversations are the lowest.
that too.
Because anytime I'm talking to somebody about the weather, I just want them to get the fuck out. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Oh man, sometimes I'm just like, man, how about the snow?
yeah, I do say that, and then they're like, yeah, it's chilly, and I act like I don't live in Colorado in January.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, yeah,
It's got to get better. I mean, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. We gotta get through February. It's like the worst month.
when I went to Breck in December, it was negative. It was negative, and it was. My balls were up in my throat. Like,
You remember that tweet that I sent you where it was like, "What do black people do in Boston other than go to Celtics games?
right.
What do black
Freeze their
people
ass
do?
off.
What do black people do in ski towns other than ski?"
They don't ski.
Exactly. So,
Smoke pot.
what's the itinerary here?
That's a good question. I was gonna say something, but I don't know what to say. Because
Yeah, let's not have Don say anything. This is crazy. God dang it!
last I heard, this is America. Okay.
I'm just glad I didn't say it. I wasn't the one saying crazy shit on the pod this time.
We'll get them next time.
We'll get them next time.
Now you can push the button that says we'll get them next time.
Gotcha. All right, Don. What else we got on the itinerary? We're nearing an hour. Feel as if it's been a good episode, but
What else?
what else is dying on our hearts to speak about?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. You got any plans? Doing anything big?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Are you?
Probably gonna be slinging drinks. It's like one of the busiest days.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, hustling.
I need to make 5.
Hustling,
at
hustling,
least.
hustling. Hustling, hustling, hustling.
Yeah, for sure. People just like to camp out all day and just get fucking hammered.
At least they're buying drinks.
Yeah,
And tipping.
that's true. Like, I'm pretty sure we already got people calling like, hey, I need to reserve a table.
Damn.
Yeah. But I mean, all right. Who do you think's gonna go? My pick is Bengals Eagles.
Dude, that would be amazing. I would love to see Bengals versus Eagles.
Me too.
That would be my favorite pick.
That'd be a great game, I think.
I think I would love to. I would love to have it always been the Bengals. You know what I mean? It was always them
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
get.
It'd be cool to see them win one, right? Those are some ballers for sure.
Yeah, and I'm always like an underdog guy. Like I love a good underdog game.
They would be the underdog a little bit for sure.
Yeah, because I just love a good underdog game. I don't know.
Joe Burrow's a dog.
He got that dog.
He got that dog in him.
He got that dog.
But so does Jalen Hurts. He got that dog in him too.
Yeah.
They both got that dog in them.
They got that Super Bowl dog.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
that-
It'd be kind of crazy to see KC versus the Eagles, only because it'd be like the two Kelsey brothers versus each other.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
It'd be like for bragging rights.
Yeah. You don't see as many 49er fans here. I feel like.
I mean, it'd be cool. I'm just,
Yeah. Less cool.
their defense is fucking crazy though, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, they be putting the fucking hurt lockers on people. God damn. Yeah, well, that's definitely fun to see. That'd be dope. But I just feel like that would make for a little bit more of a boring game because it'd be like all like,
Right.
you know, not all defense, but it'd be some pretty
Mostly
heavy defense.
Yeah. It'd be just move an inch, move an inch, move an inch.
Right. Like I'm trying to see these dudes sling the rock.
Isn't that crazy? That's the best part.
That's the craziest part to me. You know, like
Or missing a field goal.
oh yeah, shout out to the Cowboys.
Fuck.
I know so many Cowboys fans. That just fucking sucks for them.
Me too. Who has the worst fan base, do you think? Honest opinion.
Patriots. Sorry.
I think Broncos.
Yeah, of course you do.
Broncos, every Broncos fan I've seen is just like a wife beater wearing fucking blue polyester basketball shorts.